know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New York Giants. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Blue 60! You gonna see me in your nightmares, son! You gonna see me!
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Oh, and now some space to operate. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Set, 250, 32.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for 1,000 yards. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Set, number 20. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Lady! No chance! Check 52, 53, ready!
Throwing is Stafford. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
35 the max. Ready?
Here's Jones operating from the gun. Looking for Shepard deep. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Agnew now to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Hey,
tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. 4 down. Joker.
Alert! Stay 50.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. 17-0 our score after 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Middle.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
57's mine. Getting away with it. Hey. 57's the mic. 57.
Third and long, it's Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
That's lady. 57. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Monday. Hey. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Get ready. 57's the mic. Hey, Haywood.
On first down, Stafford here. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Stafford now to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Lady. Come on. Watch tight end. We got 4.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
They're running it.
Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Kill. 21. 21.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but and the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Jones. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tight coverage that time by Miles Killebrew.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On the return, here's Agnew.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let him know, let him know.
They give to Johnson going right. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Here we go. White. Say. And middle. Jam.
From the 50, Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. The 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like it.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Matthew Stafford with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Lions 27, Giants nothing. Matt Prater to kick
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Barkley did not get there. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the fourth quarter, but second quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
Hey, echo. Mike 35, all day. Go. 35's the mic. Hey, we got to get to the ball. Team, get it.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 28.
Jones now. Off play action. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before break. Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. A spin.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Exit. Go. Be ready. Be ready. Ready.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Alec Ogletree. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Stafford. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Detroit. And even 50 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves.
And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they're going to bring it down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Devon Kennard. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Slam, slam. Topper, topper.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Marcus Golden. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Hey, 22! He's coming, double up! Kill! Hey, turn it up!
Now a first down throw. Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a game of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Drill right, 22!
Throwing again is Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy point.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Will Harris, the rookie from Boston College, who picked it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
11.
57 Mike. Mike 57. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage. Stafford throwing on target to Jones. Touchdown, Detroit! Marvin Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This will be taken in at the 1.
The Giants go for first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 1-0.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Jones. It got his man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
I got you. 35's the mic.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Pop. Sit up. Hit it.
Jones operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devon Kennard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
35's the mic.
Go.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 35.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Jones. And the pressure gets to him again. Devon Kennard has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33.